Hey guys, so today's story is a pretty crazy one, and it's a school story. It's the first one I've done on my channel involving school, and I might do more in the future, but there aren't really many things that happen in school. So this takes place in my homeroom. This was homeroom period, and it was towards the end, and after homeroom we have lunch, and we go outside, talk to people, eat our lunch and stuff like that. But at the end of homeroom, I was just playing games on my phone, and all of a sudden, there is this loud scream of a crowd coming from outside, and we all looked outside. There was this huge crowd, and there was this guy like holding up something, and he was standing on like this elevated platform in the middle of the courtyard out there, and he was holding this thing, just cheering, and then the crowd was cheering at certain times, and I didn't know what was going on, but this was the end of homeroom, so we had to go down there to lunch anyway, and I sit with my friends outside, so I was going to go out there anyway, and I was going to see what was going on. But anyway, the bell rang, it was lunchtime, I walked down the stairs, and I went down a few hallways, and then the door to go outside was like really crowded. Like there was this huge group of people trying to go in, and a huge group of people trying to go out, so I had to wait like a minute or so, and then eventually I got out, and the crowd was still there. The guy was still on this elevated platform, and I looked, and I didn't know what was going on, so I asked my friends, like, what's happening? And they were telling me that this guy was high. Like, he was actually high, he was smoking weed or something. He would just not come down, but the thing is, he would not get arrested or anything. Like, the cops couldn't take him because that would be considered assault, so they just stood around, like, looking at them. I saw this cop that was just standing there, and it was the security guy that just goes around school all the time, and he makes sure nothing bad is happening, but he was just standing there. He couldn't touch this kid that was just standing on the top platform, and this was really crazy because this whole crowd was like tons and tons of people, and we couldn't find a table to sit at for lunch because there were just people scattered everywhere, and they were crowded in this one area. So we sat on a bench and we just watched. It took like 15 minutes, and this guy on the platform was just playing music. He had his hat on, he had these earbuds, and he just like blasted music, even though I couldn't really hear it because there were so many people. And whenever he lifted his arms in the air, everybody started cheering, and so many people had their phones out taking pictures, taking videos. I even took some pictures because that was pretty interesting and I wanted to send it to someone. And yeah, nothing could be done. Apparently there were 2 people up there, but the cops got one of them down earlier in the previous period, so I couldn't see that. But eventually my group of friends found this empty table, and we sat there just watching the kid and the crowd surrounding him, and we were just watching to see how the situation was going to unfold. Keep in mind, this sort of thing never happened at my school before. This was the first time I would see this. And eventually he came down and the cops escorted him, but he kept like taking pictures. Like, he was on his phone during this experience. He was just standing up there taking pictures of himself, probably searching the web for music or something. I don't know what he was doing, but he was just being really stupid. He was high. Everybody was saying that, and the cops just escorted him indoors. They were probably going to take him for a drug test, and if this kid does not get expelled, I am going to be extremely surprised because that's illegal, and he's probably going to rehab if he actually did have weed. And yeah, that's pretty crazy because I've never seen that in this school before. And you guys probably don't have any stories like similar to this, but if you have any funny school stories involving a crowd and some stupid kid like the one I just told, then be sure to go in the comments below and tell me them because I'll be reading them. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.